Hey, this is End of the Road Haunts. Actually, no, it isn't. Actually, yes, it is. This is End of the Road Haunts. Sorry, I forgot about that for a second. And today, even though it's late when I'm recording this, so maybe I should be doing something else, like homework or getting to bed, I don't care. This is cooler. Today, I'm sharing my next Spirit Halloween 2025 idea. Now this one's kind of fun because I made the rest of them in the summer of this year. This is my most recent one. I made it a few weeks ago, and I just thought, I'll share it now because I really want to share it. To be honest, I think it's just really cool, to me at least. And so, without further ado, here it is. This here is Bertrand Blight. Now, my inspiration for this guy was pretty simple, to be honest. It's that I just really get thinking around Halloween about classic Halloween, you know? And it's funny how, like, I'm like, hey, I want Spirit to do new, crazy, unique stuff. But to be honest, as I get more close to the big day, which now we're, going away from because it's over, I think, classic Halloween stuff's pretty good. Spirit should do a lot more of that. And so here we are with Bertrand Blight. That's his name. And the funny thing about calling him Bertrand is that I call these types of things Bertrand ghosts, which is a weird ass term, but I essentially just mean those classic Halloween ghosts, like Haunted Mansion type things with like the suits and the top hats and just, you know what I mean. And so, like, one of my biggest inspirations was for this was Towering Chained Ghost. This is essentially him, but not towering, but still chained and sad and stuff. Um, but yeah, as you can see, he's floating, and it wouldn't be like a hanging prop or anything. I'm thinking it would be like a howling spear type thing, and the way it would have like a pole back there holding it up. But in the dark, it would definitely give the illusion of floating in a way that I think would look really cool. I gave him like a strange, creepy, Nightcrawler-esque face, sunken eye sockets with no eyes in there, long, stringy white hair, just your classic, like, ghost. And I also added some, like, mold and cobwebs and stuff to his clothes to just really give that, like, attic mansion feeling to him. And I just think that would be a really fun vibe for a prop. A really cool, unique one, but also just classic. So, in terms of stats, I'd say he'd be about 6.7 feet tall, which is kind of specific. Granted, take that with a grain of salt, because up to his head, I think would only be like 6 foot, maybe even a little less. I'm just counting the hat, because why not? But yeah, his body itself would probably be around 4 feet or so, because he'd be hovering off the ground, Like, he'd be human sized, just, off the ground, kind of, with a big hat. As you can see, there's a little curve in the hat to kind of give like a creepy Tim Burton kind of vibe. Now, in terms of animation, I picture his head and arms moving very slowly, and that's a very vague description, but what I'm picturing, if you will, is kind of the Beastcraft dynamic motion, I think it's called. And I have a video of it playing up here, but it's essentially this really creepy, slow, like, breathing almost, where, like, the head and arms go up and out, and it looks like breathing. And I think that would really work for this guy's character, being this, like, hovering, trapped ghost guy. And I just think that would be, like, really cool as a motion that I really want to see in a Spirit animatronic. I know it's, like, professional and stuff, but it really would not be that hard to replicate. Now, I couldn't really picture this guy having any light. Maybe some, like, in the hat or something to give him, like, kind of a, like, bit of a glow, but I don't know. I don't know if it was fit his character much. But I can tell you what he does have, and that's constant motion. Given a simple animation and pretty simple audio, which, I'll play that in a bit. I think that constant motion would just work really well for this guy. Have him off in a corner, in your cemetery, in your mansion. And I think he just look really creepy just going, repeatedly. Unlike something like Lucky Bottoms, I don't think his audio would be very annoying. Trust me, I've recorded it, and it sounds cool as hell, not to toot my own horn, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, constant motion for this guy. Simple character, simple animation, why not? Alright, and as for his audio, which I mentioned just now, it would be ghostly wind sounds in the background and just like sad, distorted pleas for help. And, I recorded it, obviously, and I think it sounds very, like, eerie. And he'd just be a very sad character. He'd go well with Heckles in that case. It took me a while to come up with what his audio should be. Because I don't know if I just wanted it to be, beware, weary traveler. Because I don't know. That would work, but I just kind of wanted to go for something a little different. To be honest, one of my inspirations for the audio was, for any of my Bloodborne fans out there, Bloodborne fans, rise up, Gehrman, which if you know in the game, seems like just a side NPC at first, but you can listen in on him, and he has just really sad lines of dialogue, that he just whispers to himself in his sleep. This will mean nothing to people who don't play the game, but if you do and you're out there, you know what I'm talking about. So, without further ado, here's the audio.
Cold. It's so cold. I want to rest. Just let me rest. Just for one night. There's no one here. No one is ever here anymore. It's all left. Please. I've got to help me. Help me.
Alrighty, folks. That was Bertrand Blight. Hopefully you liked the audio. Sorry, it was a little long. Of course, with him being constant motion, it's probably a bit of a better thing, so it doesn't get too repetitive. But yeah, that's Bertrand Blight, my second 2025 idea. Tell me what you think of him. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Or will I? I might. We'll see. Farewell.